A 6-year-old girl, Ella, fatally shot a 28-year-old American police officer after witnessing her mother being restrained by law enforcement. The incident occurred when Ella's mother left her inside a car and went into a supermarket to purchase a 75-inch television. After completing her purchase, she was stopped at the store's exit and asked to present her receipt as per store policy. However, she couldn't find it despite searching everywhere. She then returned to the cashier who had issued the receipt and asked him to explain to security that she had genuinely bought the television. The cashier confirmed her claim, but the security guard insisted that she must present the receipt before leaving. Frustrated, the woman attempted to leave but was confronted by the security officer and 2 police officers who ordered her not to load the television into her car. She tried to explain the situation, but the officers refused to listen. They forcefully pushed her to the ground, restraining her while she cried out that she couldn't breathe and insisted that she was not a thief. At that moment, Ella, still inside the car, saw her mother struggling and gasping for air. Fearing for her mother's life, she searched for her mother's gun, found it and stepped out of the car. She pointed the weapon at one of the police officers and warned him to release her mother, or she would shoot. The officers, seemingly underestimating the child, ignored her warning and continued restraining her mother. In response, Ella fired multiple shots at his face, killing him instantly. She then dropped the gun, raised her hands in a surrender, and stood still as her mother regained consciousness. The second officer, a female, immediately arrested both Ella and her mother and called for backup. They were taken into custody. After an investigation, police reviewed CCTV footage from the supermarket, which confirmed that the woman had indeed purchased the television. The missing receipt was later found on the store floor. Surveillance footage also showed the officers restraining the woman while her daughter washed in distress, believing her mother was being killed. It also captured Ella warning the officer before pulling the trigger. Ella and her mother were granted bail and taken to court. During the trial, the judge ruled that Ella acted in defense of her mother and was not criminally responsible for the shooting. The court determined that, at 6 years old, she likely could not distinguish between police officers and criminals, especially given her mother's desperate cries for help. The judge also criticized the officers for their unprofessional handling of the situation, stating that they should have checked the supermarket's CCTV footage before taking extreme measures. The case was swiftly dismissed and both Ella and her mother were set free.